Okay. We'll officially start. Sorry, guys. Thank you. We'll come out and down. We're going to get ready to climb the ladder. We'll lift one side, then the other. Breathing in. Oh, I'll fix it. And take a big breath in. Exhale out and down. Forward fold. And you can sway side to side in a ragdoll. You can draw little circles on the floor with your fingertips. And shake your head yes. If you want to loosen up the neck. Shake your head no. And we'll slowly roll up in the center, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders lifting to the ears, pushing back and down. And bend your knees for our sun salutation, scooping forward, reaching to the sun. Hands coming out and down, fingertips to the mat. Stepping back with one foot, then the other to a push-up plank, going at your own pace, doing what feels best for your body. You can be on the knees, the toes. We're going to lower down towards the ground. You can hover or just relax. Then look forward to a cobra or upward dog. Shoulders pushed back and away. We loosen up the neck. Elbows can be bent or straight. And toes dig into the mat. Hips lift up and back. And then the shoulders kind of drop down to the ground as the hips push backwards. You can be on the knees in a puppy dog. Or you can be on the toes in the downward dog. And we'll walk the dog, bend one knee, then the other, alternate the feet. And walk your feet in towards your hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time, shoulders lifting to the ears, pushing back and exhaling down. And we'll just take the hands out to the side. It's up to the sky today. And lean over to the left. Right heel pushing into the mat, right hip pushing out to the side. And our crescent move, hands can be together or apart. And slowly drop down the left hand. Right palm turns up, elbow pulls back. We look up to see the ceiling, taking a big breath in. And slowly exhaling, pushing all the air out, slowing the heart rate. Big breath in. And exhale. And stand tall, place your hand on your head. The head falls over to that right side. Left palm turns out, wiggle the fingers. And then rotate the arm, turning the palm up and down a couple times. And then with each rotation, we'll go a little higher towards the sky. We'll bring the hands up together at the top. Down heart center in that prayer pose. Adjust the feet. Relax any tension that might be building. Shoulders roll back and down. And we'll take a big breath in. And exhale, empty and forward fold just a little bit. Pushing all the toxins out. Inhale, lifting up. And exhaling. One last big breath here. And exhale out. We'll lift the hands straight back up here. And lean over to the right. Left heel pushing into the mat, left hip pushing out, feeling that stretch around the rib cage. Hands together or apart, it does not matter. And we'll slowly lower down the right arm. Left palm turns up, elbow pulls back, look up to see the sun, breathing in through the nose. Out. And then stand tall, place your hand on your head, the head falls over to the left. Right palm turns out, wiggle the fingers. And rotate the arm, loosening up your shoulder. And with each rotation, we'll go a little higher towards the sky. Push the palms to the sky, lift the roof off the building, big breath in. Exhale out. Hands come out and down. You should be a little warmer than when we started. Loosen up any tension on the toes, the hands. And we'll bring that left leg straight back behind you. The front knee is bent. You should see the 5 toes in front. Walking forward just a little bit if you need. Hands lift up to the sky. Shoulders relaxing down, taking a big breath in. And exhaling out. Strong warrior 1. Shoulders drop. You have that space between the ear and the shoulder. Keeping your eyes steady on one spot, bring the hands together and down heart center. Back to that prayer pose, shoulders relaxing. And we're going to turn your head, look over the right shoulder, find a new focal point. And then when you're ready, slowly twist the spine. Now it's just a small twist. We're trying to keep that back left leg straight. The knee wants to bend. We're going to try to straighten it back out. Untwist a little bit if it won't straighten. We'll take a deep breath in. And exhale. I'll look back forward. When you're ready, untwist. Place the hands on that front knee and rock back and forth, lifting up the heel, lift up the front toe. And then we'll step forward right into that warrior 3. Toe can tap in the back. You can lift one hand forward or to the side. You can keep your hands down on the knees. You get to choose where you'd like to be today. It can be both hands out. You can even have one hand down at the ground. That toe can be up or down, listening to what you need for your body. Any combination in our warrior 3 to strengthen our ankles and our knees. One last deep breath in. We'll lower the foot down. Hands come to the front knee. Every day getting a little bit stronger on that knee and ankle. And we'll walk in place. Wiggling the fingers, the toes. Loosening up tension. Grabbing water anytime you need. We'll bring that right leg back. Bend and straighten the knee. So you feel comfortable seeing the toes in front. Hands lift forward. Find your focal point for your eyes. Keep your eyes set on one spot. Shoulders relax down. Big toe, baby toe, heel pushing into the mat. Our strong warrior 1. And bring the hands together, down heart center. Shoulders relaxing. We'll look over the left shoulder. When you're ready, slowly begin to twist the spine. Trying to keep the right leg straight. And then when you're ready, look back to the front. Untwist and hands come to the knee. We'll rock back and forth a couple times. And then shift your weight all the way to the front leg. Tighten the muscles up that front left leg. Right toe can tap. And then you get to choose whether you want the toe up or down, or just close to the ground so you can test when you're ready. You can have one hand forward, both hands forward, or both hands on the knee. Some people bring one hand down towards the ground. So adjust wherever you feel comfortable today, strengthening our front knee and ankle and our warrior 3. One last deep breath in, and we'll let that back foot come down. Walk back and forth, and we're going to open up to the side of the room, turning both toes out, bend and straighten the knee in a plie squat. And inhale, lifting up. And we're going to bring the hands out to the side in what would look like a tree frog. Just opening up the shoulders. Some people call it the goddess pose. The shoulders are dropping, chest is opening, and the fingertips are spread wide. That's wherever the hips feel comfortable coming down, opening up. You're still pushing into the mat with the toes, opening to stretch around the knees and open the hips. Take a big breath in and exhale out. And we'll slowly lift up and bring the hands out and down. Turn one toe forward, then the other for a forward fold. Hands touch the upper thighs, the hips, they push back. We'll walk the hands down the legs, wherever it feels best. Be on the legs, the feet, the floor. You can even reach back behind you. We're going to shake the head yes. Loosen up the neck. And shake the head no. We'll shake the head yes again. We'll walk the hands up. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders will lift to the ears. Push back and down. Release any tension. Rock side to side in our penguin pose, wiggling the fingers, the toes, moving the ankles, the wrists. Penguins are a little wobbly, a little wiggly. Just getting all the tension off. Now, we'll keep one foot facing forward, the other foot will turn back. So that left toe turns, bend and straighten the knee. And then the knee stays bent, it pulls back so we can see the big toe on the inside, opening up the hip. Inhale up halfway to our warrior two. Shoulders dropping down, toes pushing in the mat, heels pushing down, fingertips pushing away. We'll turn our head looking over the left shoulder, breathing in, and exhaling out. Turn left palm up, right hand drops down, reversing our warrior two. You can wiggle the fingers at the top, rotate the arm, and reach a little higher to the sky, taking a big breath in. Last big breath here. As we lower down halfway, we'll start to straighten the front left knee, reach left fingertips forward. Right hip pushes to the back wall, so you start to feel the stretch on the waistline. As the arms windmill down, left hand can touch anywhere on the leg. It does not matter, just you choose. Right hand can be high to the sky. It might be on the hip. It might be on the heart, bringing that shoulder up and back, or even reaching over your head. So choose what's best for your body today. So we breathe in, exhale out. Our triangle pose. We'll walk the left hand up. Right hand slowly releases out and down. Bend and straighten the knee, and we'll turn forward, walking our feet in, back to that penguin pose, releasing any tension, our fingers or toes. And then we'll turn right toe out. Bend and straighten the right knee. You might place your hand on the knee, bringing the knee back so you see the big toe on the inside. Inhale, lifting up halfway when you're ready. Shoulders relaxing down, and turn your head looking over that right shoulder. Breathing in and exhaling. Strong warrior two. Turn the right palm up, left hand drops down. You can wiggle the fingers at the top. You can rotate the arm. Reach a little higher to the sky in our reverse warrior two. Gently lower back down halfway. Straighten the right knee. Reach fingertips to the right side, pushing the left hip out, feeling the stretch on the waistline. Slowly windmill down till fingertips touch the leg. You can look down at the ground to the side of the room or up to the sky. Left hand might be on the hip, might be on the heart. It might be high or even over the head. So you have a lot of choices today. Just choosing what's best for you. Breathing in, exhaling out. One last big breath in. We'll walk. Right hand up the leg, left hand drops down, turn your toes forward. Walk the feet in nice and slow, walk in place, wiggle the fingers, the toes, grab water as we return to the front of the mat. Shoulders will roll back and down, loosen up the neck. We're gonna get ready, go to the ground, hands lifting up. Push the palms to the sky, breathing in, lifting the roof off the building. Exhale out. Just lifting the rib cage off the hips here in front. And then hands will come out and down nice and slow. We're going to take the hands to the back of the legs, brushing the earth. It's brushing the back of the leg and slowly come down. Now you can keep your hands on the back of the leg. Some people lace their fingers or fold their arms, or just let the hands relax towards the floor. You can sway side to side in that ragdoll. Soft knees. You can also draw little circles on the floor with your fingertips, called the pebbles in the water. Reverse the direction, going the other way. Now bend the knees and let the fingertips touch the mat. Step back with one foot, then the other to the downward dog or the puppy dog. So we're going to all fours. Some people choose to go into a monkey here. It could also be a dolphin on the elbows and the knees. We're just melting towards the floor. So we come to all fours right here in between. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And when you're ready, bend the knees. They come to the ground and we'll sink the hips back, relax the tension in the toes. Hands can be forward in your child's pose, but you might choose to bring your hands out to the side or next to the feet. The child's pose is used to recover the heart rate, slow the breath, and slow the heart, relaxing the body. We'll place your hands underneath your shoulders, lift the head up, tuck your head under to our cat pose right away, like a cat that's scared or upset. Around the spine, and then flatten the hands and go to the cow, pushing the hips back. It's almost like gravity pulls the belly button down towards the ground. Shoulders push away, and we bring bottom lip over the top lip, stretching the jawline. Exhale to the cat, tucking under. Belly button pulls up to the sky. Inhale to the cow, pushing the hips back, chin forward. Exhale to the cat. Inhale to the cow. Come to a flat tabletop, a flat back, somewhere right in between. Right shoulder comes to the right hip, and we look at the right hip, kind of scrunching up one side, then change to the other. It's like wagging the tail of the cat, moving from one side to the other side, and what we call the side cat. And shift your weight forward here, laying down on the front of the mat. Right arm extends, dig the right fingertips into the mat for a scarecrow. Lift up with the left hand and drop the right shoulder down. Lift up the chin and set the right ear on the mat. Now, if you'd like, you can stack the hips with that left hip on top of the right hip. You might find the left foot falls gently behind. But if that bothers your spine, it is a spinal twist. Roll back onto your stomach so that there's no tension. Be gentle with your body, release comparisons. Know that yoga is for you. Every body is different, so everybody will look a little different in their poses. Be gentle. And then let's roll back onto your stomach. Both arms extend. And we'll support with the right hand, lifting up the torso, the shoulders, and then drop that left shoulder down. Left fingertips are digging into the mat. That arm can be anywhere out to the side. It might even be next to the leg. We're gonna lift up the chin and set the left ear down. If you would like, stack the hips with one hip on top of the other. You might find that top right foot might fall behind, touching the floor. Just whatever feels best for your body, be gentle. If the spinal twist is bothering you, please roll back onto your stomach. In our scarecrow pose, stretching around the shoulder deltoid muscles, front pectoral muscles. We'll take one last deep breath in here. And roll onto your stomach, both arms extend out for a moment for a prone cobra. You might choose to lift the shoulders off the mat. Toes can be up or down, fingertips can be up or down, whatever support you need. So we strengthen the muscles in the center of the body and around the spine. And bring the hands forward. You can add a little swimming motion, alternate the hands and the feet if you'd like, or just relax onto the mat. Eventually the hands will come down. Drag the fingertips in until the elbows push into the mat. Push the chest forward and through the space, looking to the front in our Sphinx pose. Now it is a nice soft neck, but the chest is pushing to the front. Now we're going to use this as a base pose for our bow and arrow, bending our right leg first and pushing our right hip into the mat. And that may be all the stretch you need, but if you'd like, you can reach back, holding onto the foot, the sock, the pant leg. Some people use their yoga strap here, put it around their toe, and just pull on the strap. You can use the same hand, or you can use the opposite hand coming across the back. Some people use both hands and both feet. You choose what's best for your body. Head can be high or low. So there's just a lot of options. One last deep breath in, and we'll bend and straighten the knee. And we'll change to the other side. So we're bending that left knee, pushing the left hip into the mat, feeling the stretch from the knee to the top of the hip, the front of the leg, those quadricep muscles. If you'd like, you can reach back, holding on to the foot, the sock, the pant leg, or nothing at all. Now, this is a very important stretch for your body because throughout the day, we're usually having that knee pulled into the chest. So we're reversing that tension, because when you sit in a chair, car, couch, computer, the knee's pulling in, creating a lot of stress on the front of the hip, that hip flexor. It gets very tight. And when the hip flexor is tight, you have a little bit of pain on the lower back, maybe even on your glute. Let's slowly release, bend and straighten the knee. And we'll bend both legs. Let the legs sway side to side. Loosen up any tension you might have. And then lower the feet down. And place your hands underneath your shoulders, lifting up to all fours. It's going to be in a wide angle. So we take your knees out to the side and then lower the shoulders down. If the hands are forward, it's called a wide angle child pose. But if you'd like to turn it into a frog, you can bring your elbows towards your knees. Spread the fingertips wide on the hands and lower down in your frog pose. Adjusting the head, it can turn to any side that feels comfortable. When you're ready, place your hands underneath your shoulders, lifting up, bringing the knees in. And we're going to go right into our rabbit, walking your hands up the legs, sitting up tall for a moment, adjusting tension on the knees. And with our rabbit, we slide your hands down. They go around towards your feet. You might dig your toes into the mat and lift the heels up so that you can touch the feet a little easier. But then we're going to let the back of the hand touch the floor, palm facing up. From here, tuck your head under and place the crown of the head as close to the knees on the floor as possible. And you end up with this high hip. That is that tail of the rabbit, that little fuzzy cotton tail sticking high in the sky. So the head's down low, palms are facing up, and the back of the hand is touching the floor. So you feel your arms almost open and round over the knees. You're trying to stretch underneath the shoulder blades, scapula, just kind of lengthening everything back out. Reversing the tension of gravity. And our rabbit. Now we're going to place one hand underneath one shoulder, then the other hand under the other shoulder, lifting the head up. And we'll come onto your elbows, adjust the knees if you need to lift one, then the other. And hands come to a prayer pose. Walk the elbows forward. And we'll shift your weight back. Bring that prayer behind the head, shoulders drop. Inhale, expanding the rib cage. Exhale, empty out all the toxins, all the air. Now the hands will come down. We'll place your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift the head up. Bring the feet around to the front, shaking out any tension you might have in the legs. And we'll point and flex the feet. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Loosen up the neck. And we'll bend your left knee today. Cross that left foot over if you would like, or it could be right next door. Right hand comes to the front and left hand behind your back, turning your torso, your shoulders, your neck, and a spinal twist sitting down. Gently come back forward to cradle and rock the baby. So hands could be anywhere on the leg, the foot. Be as close or as far away rocking the baby as you would like. You can even place that foot on the front knee. Give the arms a rest. Cradle and rock with the front leg. Now, some people have their baby really close, but you get to choose what's best or feels comfortable for your body. And then we'll gently set the foot down, nice, slow. And the foot touches the floor. And adjust your hips, rocking side to side. We'll do a lot of adjusting and rocking when we're on our sits bones. We're going to walk the hands forward. Now, if that ever is uncomfortable having that knee bent, you can have both legs extended the whole time. It's just a reference point. So we'll walk the hands now to the right side, point and flex the foot, and then bring the toes up. Feel that stretch come behind the knee. Left hand stays forward, right hand comes back behind you in our reverse triangle, sitting down. And then we'll come back forward all the way around with the hands walking to that left side. I'm gonna bring the right leg out and back. So I want you to stretch out the leg as far back as you can. Knee can be bent or straight, whatever feels best. But we're kind of pushing the hip to the front. Now, as we do so, you can hold here, and that right hand can be on the right hip, or you can bring the right hand to the left foot, the left knee, or the floor. You can even walk back and forth, readjusting, stretching the hips a little bit more. Some people keep their head high, or you can bring the head down low. It's called a sleeping pigeon. You can come on your elbows. You might rock and roll back and forth until you roll on top of the knees. Just be gentle with the body today. We are trying to stretch out the hips. With one leg, one direction, and the other back behind. Now you could be the sleeping pigeon with the head down low, or you can have a head high in the king pigeon. One last big breath in, and we'll rock side to side, lifting up the head. Lean over to that left side as we bring the right leg around. Shake out any tension you might have, straight knee, that left knee. And then we'll change sides, bend the right knee. Cross the foot over if you'd like, or you can leave it next door. But we'll bring the opposite left hand around. Right hand comes behind your back. We turn your torso, your shoulders, your neck, and that spinal twist sitting down today. Breathing in And exhaling out. You can give the knee a hug. You can create tension with the elbow and the knee. You can wiggle the fingers on the hand. And then slowly come back forward on twisting, placing one hand on the knee, one hand on the foot, or anywhere that feels comfortable to cradle and rock the baby. It might be with that front leg coming in, giving the arms a rest. So you just choose what's best for your body. And then we'll slowly lower the leg down. And readjusting the hips, lift up one hip, then the other, walk the hands forward. And then slowly over to the left side. Point and flex the foot. If you ever need to let that right leg extend, that's fine. So we're going to our reverse triangle, sitting down, keeping the right hand forward, left hand behind your back. Turn the torso, the shoulders, the neck. You can look to the back wall or down at the hip. Stretch your body needs. And then we'll slowly come back forward, twisting. Walk the hands straight back up. We'll straighten out the knee. Point and flex the feet, shoulders roll back and down, shake your head yes. Place the bottoms of the feet together in a butterfly pose, adjusting the hips. Now it's going to be a flying butterfly, but if you'd like to just relax forward and close your eyes and have it a still butterfly, you may do so. The flying butterfly has the hands out to the side on the knees. And then we make a little fist with the hands, bringing the pinky in, then the thumb. That fist comes to the shoulders, elbows lift up, around and down to the center, thumb extends, and then we unroll. Bring in the pinky in and the thumb, bring the elbows up and around, opening the rib cage in front, thumb extends. Inhale, bringing the pinky in, elbows lift, they come around and down, thumb extends, and then the pinky. Coming back to the center, elbows lift, up, around, and down, the thumb extends. And we'll place your hands on your feet. You'll think, what are we doing? We're gonna do what's called a yogi toe stretch, which means we take our fingers and place them between our toes. So you take one toe, one finger, and you start creating a little space as if you're gonna go get a pedicure. It's called a yogi toe stretch. Now, it does not matter where that foot is. Some people lift up and loosen up the hip. You can do one toe at a time or one foot at a time, or you can do them both. So it's a yogi toe stretch. Your feet can be on the floor. Some people lift them, turning it into a silly baby pose. And then we'll slowly release the toes and bring the knees back to the center. We're gonna roll like a ball onto our back. Our toes tend to get really squished up in our shoes, so it's nice to open them up a little bit. Now you can roll like a ball onto your back or to the side if that's more comfortable to come around and down. You can roll back and forth in your ball. It's called rolling like a ball. Or you can just relax all the way down. Now, eventually we're gonna bring our hands to the legs and draw little circular motions, massaging the lower spine. So right between the hip bones, that low back. And reverse the circle. So nice circular motion. And then come to the center, place the feet on the floor, Lift the hips up off the mat for our bridge pose, tightening the glutes, pushing the hips high, digging toes and heels down into the ground, engaging all the muscles in the lower body. This also helps to strengthen the knees and the ankles. You can tuck your shoulders under if you'd like. Some people lace their fingers underneath or hold on to their ankles. But today you can just let the arms relax to the sides. In our bridge pose. I want you to lift the heels up and then think of the shoulders. We're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time from the shoulder. And then the tailbone will be the last thing to touch the floor. And slowly relax. Now we're going to hold here, adding on. We're going to lift up the belly button. So we create a space underneath our lower back. Like there's a string pulling the belly button up towards the sky, lifting up the spine. Now we're going to slowly roll back down one vertebrae at a time and lift the hips up just a little bit so the pelvic bones are lifting or turning. And then change, lower down the hips and lift up the belly button. So we're going to move through this a couple times, lifting up to the sky with the belly button, creating that space underneath the back. And then lower the back down, hips kind of tuck up and forward, just barely off the mat. And then lower down and then create that space with the belly button lifting up. And then gently lower down, lifting up the hips. And then relax to the floor. Let the knees sway side to side, just loosening up any tension. And we'll bring the knees into the chest. Give them a little hug, a gentle squeeze, and lengthen both legs towards the sky. For our scissors, we'll hold on to your right leg. Left leg comes to the front. Creating those scissors with the legs today. Hands can be anywhere to support that's needed. And then change. Left leg up, right leg comes down, just stretching out the leg. One more change. Lifting up, bringing the knee towards the chest. We're going to bend the right knee, give it a squeeze, and it's an upside down pigeon. But I want you to rock the left leg back and forth like it's floating on the water and it's coming in and out with the tide. Might be a little bit of a rise and fall, but it's swaying with the water. And then it slowly comes down, sinking to the ground. And we're going to rock the right knee side to side. Go ahead and open the left arm out so the hand rests on the floor. And the right knee starts to fall a little farther to the right. You might start to lift the knee up and down as well as side to side. We're really loosening up the hip. And let the knee fall all the way out to the side. And you can start to straighten the leg. Now there's still a little bend in the leg if you would like. And hand can be right behind the knee, or you can take your hand to hold on to the sock, the pant leg, the ankle. Some people do a yogi toe grip, bringing that foot out to the side. So you choose what you need today, knee bent or straight. It's a one-legged baby today, or it's just a half joyful, happy baby. One last deep breath in, and we'll bring the knee back into the chest. Give it a little squeeze, a gentle hug, and change hands. So the left hand's on the right knee. Right hand falls to the side, like the top of the letter T if you'd like. And then bring the knee all the way across the body. You can kind of rock the knee back and forth, loosen it up. But then the leg can be bent or straight as we hold. And I want you to look over the right shoulder, so you're looking away from the leg. And then we'll bring the knee back to the center, give it a little squeeze, and then lengthen the leg to the sky because we're going to scissor again, changing, doing all of that on the other side. So as the left leg comes up, we'll hold on to the left leg with the right leg drop down. And then change. And change one more time. Breathing in, exhaling out. And bring the knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze, an upside down pigeon, and you can rock the right leg side to side, loosening up any tension you might have. And let the foot fall onto the floor. We're going to rock the knee. Rock side to side, and we'll let the right hand fall out. And on that left side, the knee might be coming up and down a little bit, side to side, wherever you need to loosen up the hip. And then the knee falls out. So if you would like, the left leg can start to extend. You can have your hand on the knee. You can have your hand on the pant leg, the sock. Some people do a yogi toe grip, that middle finger and thumb around the big toe. Whatever feels best for your body. Leg can be bent or straight. Just opening up the hip one leg at a time, and our half baby or a one-legged baby. And we'll slowly bring the knees back to the center. Give them a little hug, a gentle squeeze, rock side to side. And we'll change hands. So right hand brings the knee across the body. And you look over that left shoulder. You can extend out one leg or both legs if you would like. Sorry, you can extend out the leg or have the knee bent if you'd like. Both legs are already extended in opposite directions. It's a spinal twist of an upside down pigeon. Upside down twisted pigeon. That's why the knee comes across the body. Then the knee comes into the center. Bring both legs in, give them both a hug. Nice gentle squeeze and rock side to side, realigning the spine, flattening out the natural curve of the back. Might just be giving the back a massage here. And open your arms like a letter T at the top of the mat. Both legs are going to fall to the left. And this is when you can extend out one leg or both legs or whatever feels best. Maybe look over the right shoulder and close your eyes. Slow the breath. As we slow the breath, it slows the heart rate. Our full spinal twist lying down. Let's bring the knees back to the center and rock side to side. I'll let the legs fall over to the right. You can extend out one leg or both legs or whatever feels best for your body today. And that full spinal twist lying down. Just closing the eyes, slowing the breath. Relaxing into the stretch. That exhale should be longer than the inhale. slowly bring the knees back to the center. We're going to prepare for our joyful, happy baby as the knees are in the middle. Rock side to side a couple times and then lengthen the legs to the sky. Hands can be anywhere on the knees, the sock, the pant leg, the toes. You can use a yogi toe rope if you'd like. We'll let the legs fall to both sides. Knees can be bent or straight. And our joyful, happy baby. You can rock the baby from side to side if you would like. Now slowly bring the knees back to the center. Give them a little squeeze, a gentle hug. And place your feet on the floor. Lengthen your toes through the front of the room. Fingertips to the back of the room, stretching, growing a little longer, a little taller. And then the hands come down next to the legs. Shoulders roll back and down. Flex the feet, make a fist with the hands. And tighten all the muscles in the body. Tighten, tighten, squeeze. And release. Feeling the difference of the relaxed body. This is your corpse pose. The next few moments will be used for rest and relaxation as we close our eyes, clear our mind, and let the body be at peace. Keeping your eyes closed, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And roll over onto your right side. When you're ready, open your eyes and walk yourself up to an easy sit position. Legs can be crossed or straight or anywhere in between. And we'll draw a little circular motion, loosening up the back, awakening the spine. And then reverse the direction, going the other way. We'll come to the center and lift the shoulders to the ears. Push back and down. The hands fall to the sides. Inhale up to the sky. Down, heart center, a little pressure with the palms. And reverse the direction so we stretch the back of the hands. Shake your head yes. Loosening up the neck. Shake your head no. And then shake your head yes again. And we'll inhale, lifting up. Exhaling out. Releasing toxins. Inhale for the body. Inhale for the mind. Inhale for the spirit. Bring your hands heart center. And namaste. Thanks for coming today. Yeah, of course.
Hello, Candy.